Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expert Live, back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about BlockFi. So, another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone.
It's not all doom and gloom. They still have some money in the kitty, but they're just falling like dominoes, guys. And this emphasizes one thing which I will highly stress at the end of this video. Okay, so let's roll that. Let's roll that intro and let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification so when I upload my latest vids, you can get notified immediately. So here, I got an email today from the Block, which is a good source of crypto. They do some good reporting. And it basically said that BlockFi, which is crypto lending, pretty much like Celsius, but regulated somewhat in New York, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Okay, so they were heavily involved with FTX, and they pretty much filed for Chapter 11, which basically means they are going to reorganize, restructure things so then the company doesn't go under. Apparently that's what it says to Google here. Chapter 11, you gotta love Google. Chapter 11 bankruptcy: when a corporation or partnership runs into financial trouble but wants to remain open, it has the option to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This provides protection from creditor actions while the company reorganizes assets and debts to pay things off and keep the business alive. So would have saw this from Celsius Network. They did the same. But if we go back here, this is the filing here. You can see it here, which was filed today. All right, so this is hot off the press, and it just goes on. It says, according to the firm's bankruptcy petition, BlockFi has claimed more than 100,000 creditors. That's a lot, as well as between 1 billion to 10 billion, both assets and liabilities. The petition discloses several major creditors. The biggest is Incura Trust Company Limited, which I'm not really sure what that is, but they were heavily, they had a lot of money in BlockFi, which the petition says has an unsecured claim worth 729 million. Holy crap. The next named creditor was FTX USA, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, which said there are unsecured claims of 275 million and 30 million respectively. So it looks like that FTX USA figures appears to stem from the credit line extended from the BlockFi earlier this year, whereas a SEC settlement figure is related to the multi-party investigation. So they got sued by SEC recently. They had to pay hundreds of millions of dollars to SEC, and that's what this talks about here. The settlement struck with the state or federal regulators. Okay, so they had already in deep shit months and months ago, and now this the good thing is, if there's such a good thing, BlockFi has 256.9 million cash in hand, which is expected to provide sufficient liquidity to support certain operations during the restructuring process, according to the press release issued by BlockFi or Chapter 11 protection. And then it just goes on and on and on. You can check this article out, but definitely check out the Block. They do some good reporting on crypto, and it's a good information source. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that do not trust the centralized lending platforms. Okay, we saw with Celsius, because what they do is they basically give you a return. All right, now Celsius did it with their dodgy Cell token, right? I mean, that would give you rewards in Bitcoin and Ethereum or whatever, but then they would say, hey, we're going to give you more rewards because But if you just accept it in Celsius token, right? So that's how Celsius Network was getting away with kind of essentially free money by giving away their token. But they had these recruitment drives, which Celsius Network did it in a big way, and so did BlockFi. BlockFi did it in a big way too. They pushed this referral thing, and whenever you see this referral kind of scheme, you should be kind of just be wary of it. I mean, my boy here, Voscoin, he done a video recently. I really feel for him because he kind of really got supported BlockFi. I think some of the videos he did were sponsored by BlockFi. But he really pushed it to his 600,000 subscribers, and many of those subscribers, even if it was just 1%, that's still a lot. Would have invested into BlockFi, because what Voscoin was doing was he was earning from his Bitcoin mining, and then he was shifting that crypto into BlockFi, earning interest on that. So it was kind of like he was like creating, making money on top of money. And which was good, which is a good thing to do. But the problem was, BlockFi was they went under. They're basically redundant. So the money he had in BlockFi, as well as the money that anyone else had, they would have just basically lost it, or they can't withdraw. So BlockFi stopped doing withdrawals. I think like a month ago. I had money in BlockFi. Okay, I didn't have a lot of money, but I still had enough money to lose. And I withdrew my money about 3 weeks prior, because I just had this feeling that it was just safer to move funds off any type of crypto lending or any type of centralized exchange. So I did it with BlockFi, and I did it with many of my other ones as well, to just move whatever money I had on there, take it out staking, and then take it out of whatever I had, and then just move it out. So I took it off BlockFi about 3 weeks ago, prior to them doing the withdrawals. I was lucky in that way, and then I just put it to a hardware device. So I always recommend that you guys put your crypto to any hardware device, such as Ledger or Trezor. Okay, there are other ones out there as well, but Ledger and Trezor are like the industry leading ones. Trezor is like one of the first ones. I really feel for you guys that if you had money or a lot of money in BlockFi, you can't withdraw that now. And that's unfortunate. So without dragging and making this video too longer than it needs to be, what's the lesson? The lesson is, do not trust any centralized exchange or centralized lending platforms. Do not trust them, even if they're promoted heavily on YouTube. And I did promote BlockFi earlier on, about a year ago, but I didn't really push this at all. I just had it in my description of the links. But back then, obviously, who would have known, right? BlockFi was a very credible company, and that's what happens. They start off well, and then they just kind of go pear-shaped. But what happened with Luna, with Luna C, or Luna, Terra Luna, and then now with FTX, a lot of these crypto lending firms, lending companies, they would have been heavily leveraged. They would have had a lot of money in those, and that's exactly what happened. And so they're losing money left, right, and center, and they're losing your money, because what they do is they take your money, then they go and invest it, and then they give you a return. So don't trust them. If you're going to do any type of staking, just do it in a decentralized platform or a decentralized blockchain. Okay, that's the only time when you should be doing staking or DeFi, if it's decentralized. All right, that's I can't emphasize that enough. That's why I love Bitcoin, because it's decentralized. Right, it's not controlled by any type of entity or middleman, and that's exactly what BlockFi is. They're kind of like a middleman, giving you returns based off what they invest, and they made a lot of mistakes. So that's the lesson, guys, for 2022. Unfortunately, it's been a massive screw up and everything. We're in a crypto winter, and these companies and these crypto firms and these tokens, they're just falling like dominoes because of Luna and because of FTX. They're just having a domino effect, and there's going to be more. I think there's talk Genesis is the next one that could fall. So keep your money off exchanges and don't put your money into centralized lending platforms, because you're just opening up yourself to too much risk. Guys, let me know, were you part of BlockFi? Did you have money in the BlockFi? Comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this if you can, and I'll see you guys in the next one.